Endwalker. This is it. You sent her to prisons. The scions of the Seventh Dawn stand ready for the finale. You know, I've said that throughout my entire play. Every time, if you watch my feedback, almost every time I've been like, you sent her to prisons. You are under attack. Are you ready, Jasix? Then let us set forth for the reckoning. Having come this far, I know everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, so I will say only this. Within that dead sun swirls the emotions that Meteon had hoarded, the emotions of innumerable souls who strove for happiness but failed. As it was with the denizens of Ultima Thule that barred our way, it is not for us to rebuke and admonish. It was not by passing judgment on the tragic legacies of others that we arrived at this moment. Rather, it was by opening our hearts to their despair, by understanding and acknowledging their fate, while still refusing to share in them ourselves, to hold fast to hope, not in ignorance, but by choice. Should you struggle to do so, I am here to help, as you all have helped me. Everyone's going home today. Understood? Aye. The dead ends. As Alphinaud says, everyone's resolve is beyond doubt. Yet ere we set forth, there is a thought to which I must give voice. While you were in Elpis, I understand that people assumed you were a familiar. In contrast, those phantoms we encountered in the recreated Amarot regarded us as children. As people, albeit naive and immature. The discrepancy I posit is a reflection of their creator's perspective. Having spent eons among Sundad men, perhaps he came to acknowledge us, even if only subconsciously. With Emmet Selk gone, we may never learn the truth. But I will not suffer this and countless other mysteries to go unsolved. Our journey will not end this day. Thus far we have encountered recreations of some few stars. Doubtless they account for but a fraction of the innumerable worlds to whose fall Meteon did bear witness. Roiling with torment, the dead sun is forsooth oblivious apotheosis. It shall be no small coup to breach this nexus of despair. And yet, as this vista doth prove, where there is hope, there is a way. So let us press forward together, as ere we have, and find our way unto victory. It seems our arms and armour are in order, as is our personal effects. Most importantly, we have each other. We need only finish what we came here to do. Avert the end, for Minfilia, for Reen, for all who aspire to live. So the moment of reckoning is finally upon us. I must say, when I pledged myself to your cause, never did I imagine that it would bring me to the very edge of existence. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. After casting aside vengeance and shedding title and duty, I found myself wanting for purpose. In journeying with you, there has been nary a dull moment. In the course of it all, I feel as though I have found a new place for myself, and a welcome opportunity to see how much the boy has grown. I owe you a debt, aye, but as you can guess, I've ever preferred to express my gratitude through action rather than words. My lance is yours. I am returned thanks to you, but we still have work to do if we are to make our promise a reality. Having you showed me the sights of Ishgard, then regaling me of your greatest adventures, and embarking on a new adventure together. For these things and more, I will fight. What? Could there possibly be an adventure greater than this one? Of course. So long as you desire it and dare to take the first step, there is absolutely no limit. Emmett Selk and Hythlodius created these flowers from our hopes. If so, mine and Alize's shall live on here. The hope that you will find happiness at journey's end. So let us go, Jasix, and see this tale to its conclusion. Ooh, who am I going to take in with us? Just so you know, Jasix, I won't try to keep up with you in the coming battle. No, I mean to surpass you. If there's anyone who will need to keep up, it's Estinian. I'm not joking. Both Alphino and I have worked hard to come this far. It's time we set our sights higher. So you had better watch out, else you find yourself in my wake. Ooh, who should I go with?
I stand ever ready.
This is it. The final dungeon.
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair.
The Sea of Stars. The Dead End.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out.
The plague will consume us all. Scuba diver. It's Scuba Steve.
The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
I'm distracted. I'm trying to take in the world. Ow.
Hold still.
Boat. Long forgotten seashell. Why do you ask such a question? Do you not see the plague and pestilence that consumes me? Ours is a world of rancid blood and rotten flesh, where death is the only remedy to suffer. There is no meaning to be found in such misery. But it was not always thus. Beneath the waves we knew only peace and plenty. We wanted for naught, and yet craved more, that our progeny might someday flourish as we never could. Eventually we ventured to the lands above, bearing flame and iron, toppling any who dared oppose our might. The world was ours for the taking.
Underestimate me.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
Purify them with fire, I say. Were all the stars she visited like this, I wonder? So they started killing each other, trying to stem this plague.
You cannot stop us!
You're gonna miss the end, Newton. You're going to miss the end.
I have you
This
now.
is literally the last quest. This world is not the boundless paradise we were promised. Our population quickly outstripped the habitable land, while seas we thought would shine forever blue ran dry, spoiled in forging the tools of conquest. Cramped homes turned to squalor, and then came the sickness. Our undoing and the final blessing this star has to offer. We are no longer the fools we once were. Wheresoever life goes, death will follow. Indeed, existence is but the most painful path unto nothingness, and the wise embrace their obliteration wholeheartedly. Da, 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 do, do. Live only meant spreading this plague to others.
Those who lived and festered. Those who died and decayed.
Hold still.
Ah. What's a G?
You underestimate me! I have you now!
Yeah, he's fucking...
Allow me. You cannot stop us!
So what was that saying through that? Help me, don't leave me, don't want to die alone.
And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all.
Da, 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 da. Hello.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the self-same lives it had saved.
Ooh, I want that. I want that armor. I have to end this. Executing peace protocol. Commencing extermination. I can reach the terminal. Is there any going to be like notes here for us to read? Da 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 da. Da, da.
Allow me.
Long forgotten
Its people
correspondence.
sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
That's clearly going to be the next boss. Your compliance is not a factor. Not everyone would have abandoned hope, I know it. That otherworldly being should first grace us with their presence is a sign. Indeed, they understand that we, the global community, are possessed of the wisdom and compassion needed to guide this star back to the path of righteousness. Yet the freedom fighters dare to undermine us, inviting chaos to disrupt the order we labored so hard to build. They have forgotten the history of this star and its once myriad nations. The wars waged, the countless lives lost. They must to be brought to heal. What? They must to be brought to heal. The world united under a single standard, no matter the cost. Da, 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 do, do. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da.
They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
Hello. Global community scum.
Allow me.
I have you now. You underestimate me.
I love this music. I knew that was going to be the boss. We constructed the Peacekeeper, the pinnacle of engineering and technology. This mighty war machine was designed to rid us of the freedom fighters, as well as any other potential threats to the peace we have long pined for. This is fucking Ultron. Its artificial intelligence ensured that this singular function is carried out with cold and calculating precision. Indeed, the 10,000 Peacekeeper units we created have now routed every threat to peace, including us. All that remains is to stand and fight. Wipe themselves out. They made an Ultron. We've come too far to back down now. Resuming peace protocol. All life forms must be eliminated to achieve peace and perpetuity. Deploying perpetual war machines. Please stand by for order to fire. Vital signs detected. Initiate an extinction protocol in accordance with primary directive.
I have you now.
Allow me.
You underestimate me.
You cannot stop us!
I have you now. You underestimate me!
Allow me.
No future. Oh! Now shit!
Allow me. Allow me.
You underestimate me!
Decimation.
You cannot stop us! Something special for you. Something special for you.
Piece of pace. Come on, we have to keep going. Vital signs, yeah. Oh yeah, they wiped themselves out.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
I did it. I killed them all. So that guy just blew up everything. Man, that gear looks cool. I want that for machinist. Give it. the plenty. Hello. At last our time has come. Mercy for us all.
Father still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
How could anyone despair in a world such as this? Rala shall set all to rights. Only in death will we find peace. Rala, bringer of sweet oblivion, hear our prayers. Rala shall set all to rights. No chest over here, is there? Please, O merciful Rala, free us from the shackles of mortality. The butterflies. Death deliver on golden wings. Beautiful creatures. Everything sparkles.
You cannot stop us!
You underestimate me!
This place is bright. Long forgotten essence. A curious traveller visited our star, a bird which proffered these questions. What meaning does life hold? For what do you strive? I could find no satisfactory answer, only bittersweet memories of an age long past. There was a time when we were lesser, and in our nescient sought purpose, struggled to justify life's worth. That was, of course, before we achieved perfection. Now condemned to our paradise, we understand the fatuity of existence. Like the fledglings we once were, the poor bird could not accept the truth. It asked us again and again, hoping, perhaps, our answers might change. That bird is getting darker and darker from the looks of it. Meteor.
Allow me. You cannot stop us!
what its people had gained from ease, they lost.
How I've waited for this moment. That's clearly going to be the final boss. So these guys called out to a deity to end them all.
You cannot stop us! You cannot stop us!
Have I missed a chest? Like, I've not seen one in a while. There's one ability for the Reaper I think they need to tweak, and it's this one. Ah. Oh shit, come on. Saw. Far too long of a cast time.
There!
Ah, come on. Materia, that's twice. I'm getting 2 from here. The eye level on that? 560, so the stuff from this dungeon matches that, so I just need to get accessories from this dungeon, I'll be sorted. Ah, nearly missed that. There was a time when we yearned to explore the heavens, found purpose in the hope of unveiling life's mysteries. The dream shattered when we reached enlightenment and found it empty. There was a time when we believed in our legacy, thought ourselves making a worthy path our successors might follow. In fact, rendered futile when we discovered the keys to paradise and immortality. As individuals, we struggled to know what was right, yet in today's perfect unity there is naught left to question. We are infinitely constricted by the finite, but no more. Allah shall grant us the mercy of annihilation. Not the first to do this. Bing, 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 bing. The Last Mercy. R'hllor.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts.
They may have given up, but it's no reason for us to lose hope.
I have you. Hold still.
Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was
Allow me.
beautiful.
Thanks, the eye. I followed you. He's fucking changed position at the last second.
Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
You underestimate me! I have you now.
There.
I'll do it myself.
I have you now.
No, he's just not going to bother stacking on us? Okay. That's the first time the AI's just gone, fuck you, buddy!
I have you now.
Hold still.
With heart and steel.
Oh, every time.
Let's give them a show.
Easy. Keep dropping frames every now and then. Not many, but some. Bonjour. Did I get anything for myself there?
That you still stand. Your determination defies all reason. The souls within me writhe and recoil in your presence.
Damn, look at the sky. Pretty.
What must I do? What pain must I visit upon you to make you surrender to despair?
No one is unbreakable. What pains one may weather may bring another to tears. But therein lies our strength. For when we fall, our brothers and sisters are there to raise us up, again and again, without end.
Defeat still fine, guys. We all good?
I see.
Don't like that the music cut off there.
But no matter how much hope exists, ever will there be more despair. Ever will the living cast the present and announce the future. So shall we sing until life ceases to be.
Seven hells.
On your guard.
The rage. It rises. Rises.
Planets? Fuck?
Stop!
Did we just
Calm
lose
yourself!
Justinian again?
Please!
Now! Oily. Never mind.
We die in pain. We die in suffering. Who are you to live? Who are you to hope?
Hold on, my friends.
Oriange, watch out! Alphino!
We cannot comprehend. We cannot know. We cannot know!
My friends!
Don't, please! Don't do this to them! To yourself!
Just one good strike.
Ali's here!
Stop! Please stop!
We will not suffer alone. All will know our pain.
No, you don't!
All are washed in ice, a frozen waste, forever silent.
Teleport us!
Wait! Don't!
Holy fuck. Now it's only me.
You gifted them escape and rendered yourself powerless.
Knock knock? Huh? Actually, back in a second before I go any further. I don't want anything going wrong. If this is the end, I don't want anything going wrong, so back in a second. I have to warn somebody to not start downloading anything. Never mind, he's not in. Ha ha ha! Excellent. I hate my new internet. It's fucking garbage. As soon as someone starts downloading, it kills the upload.
Bereft of the synergy you claim is your strength. Unless you mean to call upon the dead once more.
I've never had this problem with any ISP. Whenever on this one, whenever someone starts downloading, it caps the upload. It just destroys it. So when I'm streaming, I start dropping frames like crazy. Terrible router.
Defiant to the last. But you will be one with us ere long. You will be battered and torn and made to crawl. You will weep and wail and curse your impotence. Curse your life as it fades. As we did. As we died. Such pain and sorrow we felt. Such anguish and rage. We tried. We tried. But it was no use. Only when we surrendered did we find release. Only when we embraced death. So join us in despair and embrace yours. My ultimatum. What is happening?
Wait. Yes! He's back! Wait, no, that's not who I thought it was.
At the end of everything, I find you, my friend. I sought something in you once, as you did in me.
That's not who I thought it was. I thought Midgard Summer had finally woken up. Fucking Xenos. So they've summoned Shinryu and he's took control again.
When at last I understood what it was, I journeyed to Sharlayan to seek you out. Struck a bargain with the woman who shares your gift. In exchange for lending the Scions my aid, I was given the means to come hither. Gorging upon what remained of the Mother Crystal, I reclaimed the form of the dragon.
Wait, you ate the crystal?
Hungry still for our reunion, I rode the light of the stars to you. I take it this is your prey.
My frenemy!
But why does it still live? Surely it is no match for you. I assumed you would be above something so banal as despair. Am I mistaken?
If it comes to it, I won't save you.
I care not. What I desire of you isn't succor. It is satisfaction.
Sweet sexual satisfaction. Giggity.
So come! Let us dispense with this distraction, you and I!
We're going to fight on his back.
You struggle in vain. You will not silence our song of oblivion.
Nanny? I thought it was out of juice. Oh wait, no, I'm summoning my friends on it. Yeah. It's out of juice for creating stuff, but... Yeah. Please don't take forever. That shall be in my new live wallpaper. Oh, there he is. Just gonna scrap upon the back of fucking Shinryu / Xenos. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. Time to call upon the friends. Ah, never mind. Let's do this.
Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
We'll see.
Ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even stars must die. Utterly futile.
Nah, come on.
Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again.
Very much focused on what's going on around us. This is a long fight.
A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains. Tis so lonely between the stars.
Mama! Fuck it!
We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again.
No shit! You start to shit!
This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. Even stars must die. If there is no happiness in life, there is only one place it may be found. Oblivion.
Ouchie mama.
Dynamis. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate.
What you doing?
Your time has come. It always does.
What happened? Buongiorno? Come sta? Oh. My hands are sweating like crazy. Wait!
What is this defiance? No! The hatred, the pain, the loss. We cannot suffer it again.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
hope will shine again.
What we saw. What I saw.
Oh, higher.
This can only end in misery and desolation.
Higher, oh, higher.
No light, no star, nor the universe itself. None should hope for better.
Finished it! Eat this!
If this was not the answer, then what is it? Where lies happiness?
I'm sweating buckets. My hands are sweaty, my pits are sweaty. Oh, man. My ball sack is sweaty, probably. Maybe. Whee! What the fuck? But I'm in. Oh. Where? Oh. Yeah, most of the mechanics were straightforward. Some of them that I wasn't sure. I followed that guy with the circle above his head.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for. The answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
2+ hours left. Really?
May we please be friends?
No. I mean, yes.
Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart.
It's coming to an end. I don't want it to end.
What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again.
And a quick mute for a second. And a mute.
On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time, on Atheris.
And mute for a second. This is like my way of countering YouTube's fucking stupid music system. Mute for a second. Mute. We created it together.
Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colours. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen.
All shaky. That final fight and everything that's happened so far. I say I'm muting this, but like earlier on, like every time someone was killing themselves and that music kicked in, I couldn't stop that.
But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea.
Higher, oh higher, raise your song and voice, right, until we carry on. Mute.
Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more, nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds, a song of hope. One day, life will fill the universe again, and Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day, do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
Fuck me. Thanks. Xenos? Hello? The fuck is he? Is he gonna sour the mood? Ah, there he
You
is.
mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero?
He's not coming with me, is he?
Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know. And it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you, to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice, wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void.
Are we gonna scrap here and now? Really?
Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
Oh god, why I gotta scrap? Wait, what happens if I fail? If I gotta do the fucking trial all over again? Think what you will, but I'm not letting you leave this place.
So you would still play the hero? No matter. In acceptance, you betray your deception. You know full well what we are and what we seek. To shine incandescent in death's shadow.
Your life about your head. Rise again to another land where it all begins for Jahan. Let go, right in time, waiting for me, your life. Softly, right in time, marching forward, minute behind. Iron shadows crash, forgotten footfalls engraved in ash. Fire will be repaid, for our echoes begin to fade away. Right in time, forgotten.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and me to mine! Ha! Still fighting you, I see. Show me your vaunted fortitude! Soon you will know the full extent of my power!
Blood of the fallen brothers. Now we live for freedom.
Mine for the taking! Mine for the taking!
Fuck yeah, Reaper.
Your reflexes.
Mine's better.
A test of your reflexes.
Getting too distracted by the music.
A test of your reflexes.
Oh!
A test of your reflexes. Mine for the taking. Mine for the taking. A test of your reflexes. A test of your reflexes.
Fuck yeah, tests. Hello? Nani?
Ah, my soul! How it burns! I know you too. The inferno swelling within you. Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you! Ah!
Ow, 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 ow!
Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
Born from blood of our fallen brothers.
Yes, yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet!
Ow, 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 ow. What happened? What is life?
A test of your reflexes! Have you no rage left for me? No rancor?
Get up!
I have you! A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude! Have
Ow!
I overestimated your potential?
Is that supposed to happen? I'm guessing it is. I blame your life is spent and yet you find a what?
I have you!
Let me guess, no more chances.
Mine for the taking! Mine for the taking! I have you! A test of your reflexes!
No, I ran into it.
Show me your vaunted fortitude! Did
Get
you not
up.
wish to take my head?
Get up!
Mine for the taking! I have you! No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent. There! Now fall! This is my moment! Our moments!
Ah! Fuck you, Xenos. Oh, it's fulfilled. Eat my light! Yes! Is that it?
That I should lose again. How disappointing. Never have I understood those around me. Understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark. Blinding, brilliant. Gone too soon. What of you, my mirror? Born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure.
Meteon's like, where the fuck is he?
Was this life a gift or a burden? Did you find fulfillment?
Dead? Beep. Engage. Turns out it's an explosive device. Goodbye, Xenos. Rest here at the edge. Stupid idiot. Walk free, walk free.
Can you hear him? Safe. Must tend to... Open your... Please.
Someone, and...
Please.
You can't leave us! Not like this!
But I'm tired.
If you do, I'll never forgive you! So come on! Open your eyes and get up!
But I don't want it. Wait. Oh, the credits are rolling. No!
Are you with us?
Hit rewind.
Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought...
Is everyone all right?
After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain?
I can't feel my legs. Help!
That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries
Fuck you
were,
too.
however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this. When Meteion appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came. And when you finally deign to appear, you're within an ilm of your life.
Bromance.
Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
Nanny?
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
Where's Meteion?
We're home, my friend. We're home.
Screenshots galore. I nearly did when everyone started sacrificing themselves.
Is that?
Oh yeah, also the one with Moonbreeder when they hugged Orionji, that nearly got it as well.
They're back!
Thank heavens. Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Ah!
Yes!
She's like, guess what? I'm pregnant! Congrats!
Welcome home, everyone!
Did you guys do the side quest with the wild carbuncle? It turns out Tataru's one of the strongest of her. She just doesn't know it. She thinks she's useless, but she's not. It's in Labyrinthos. Yeah, she forgot to unsummon her carbuncle when she tried to be one of those. And it's been running around the world this entire time. I can't remember the name. I'm sure I've still got quite a few more cutscenes to go. Lullaby, maybe?
Welcome home!
Hopefully they're done within the next 45 minutes. We're fast approaching 6 hours. Meanwhile... da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's over. I can't hide the credits, damn it. I want a screenshot. Ah. Meteon! Yeah, where's she gone? That's a wallpaper.
Dearest mother, dearest father, this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the rising stones.
What?
As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion.
The scions are no more.
From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself. A veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves.
Mundrida.
Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth.
Must not cry. Must not.
And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark.
Ooh. Ooh. Welling up.
Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I knew that was going to happen.
There you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
The foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be.
We're all leaving. Fuck this place.
At Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently, as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
No, go back to being carbungly. Find out. I want her to find out. She doesn't know.
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru.
Ow.
As do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
So where the hell's Meteor? Where did she go? Oh, damn. Go on, Jasix. Don't miss this chance to say a word to each of our friends. After all you've been through together, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The salvation Minfilia dream for Eorzea comes closer to reality when every step the Scions takes. Yes, the world may still be in the throes of change, but it is improving. I see it happening day by day, and I sit here praying that whatever new road you walk will bring you the wonder and joy you deserve. Catch you later, see you in game. I'll practice the harder challenges eventually. I'm doing the raid next. Should you need a rest in between your journeys, do come and join me on the terrace for all time's sake. Oh god, it's a cutscene with everyone. Ah, our champion and saviour. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you, for that matter. On the mend, I trust? Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics I know. I'm impressed by how swiftly you recovered. And again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Meteon defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short. The Source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost. But you held fast. Now Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I couldn't ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Orionji as aimless wandering. We've a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the Scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which, I suppose, is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you can tell her I'm faring well, and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for too long. When I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? What about the waiting sands? On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Jasix. I have a question for you, and imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? There's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. That's one way of putting it. In many ways, the experience has left us far stronger than we began. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and you'll likely get a certain funny-talking fortune teller into the bargain. Ah, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on journeying of any great length. Not planned on a journey. Not that I'm averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you, something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts: the history of Atheris and the ancients, glimpses of air, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape in interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably moulded to fit a narrative, no matter how well intentioned the rendering. As events is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity. Yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similarly linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Aye, let them be read and remembered. Very well then. I shall endeavour to pen what I can of the air, and the ancients, and of so many other wonders. But I am no scribe. It will be less a polished work and more recording of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, the safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown, or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. Never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Jasix, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow akin to a pixie's path. The navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavour indeed. For their part, however, the Loporrits embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Aetheris. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a charade of Loporrits hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Heidelin, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star. and 'tis Venar's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Back in a second. Fuck me. This is why old people shouldn't have the internet. I went downstairs, my dad's like, I've tapped, my friend sent us a video link, I'm tapping it, but it's not playing the video. It's not his friend. Someone that's hacked his friend's Facebook account. Sent him a dodgy link, my dad's tapped it. And now he's fucking in the shit, so... yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to reset my router and everything in a bit. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, and I'm going to go over the 6-hour mark at this now that I've had to deal with that. I wish to most keenly for their long labours to be rewarded, that their abided affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. You are the first to truly understand them. Dost thou think so? The Loporrits are certainly possessed of a unique outlook, and it hath been my pleasure to act as their facilitator upon this star. Believe that. That's why old people shouldn't have the fucking internet. Like, you used to get emails, right, from PayPal saying, you need to change your PayPal password. And he's like, I've got an email. PayPal says I need to change my password and that. And I'm like, Dad, you don't have PayPal. He's like, but they've sent us an email. This is how bad my dad is when it comes to the internet. Mayhap I met yet serve a bridge betwixt them and our fellow man, as Munbrida once did for me. Yeah, that's why I don't use Facebook, because it's just full of shite like that now. So yeah, someone hacked one of his friend's accounts. The first thing I did, right, literally the first thing I did was I went to his friend's profile page. Top message, don't click any links from me, I've been hacked. And of course my dad, before checking that, tapped the link because he just immediately thought, it's from my friend, it'll be fine. I've told him, I says, never, even if it's from a friend, never tap any links in Facebook Messenger. In fact, just get off the damn thing. Because it's fucking shite service anyway. I haven't used Facebook in ages, because it's garbage. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Thing is, he's tapped that link, and he's got his banking app and everything installed on his phone. Again, I don't know whether these links just... He clicked the link and he said it was asking for him to log into his Facebook account in order to view the video. I think it was just a link trying to nick his email and his password for Facebook. But again, there's some sites when you click on them and you visit them and they just nick everything off your phone. In fact, I think I need to put CCleaner on his phone, because chances are it's put a cookie into his system and it... Actually, bear with us, I'm going to tell him to turn his phone off for now. Bear with us. Right. I'm just going to have to cut this VOD in half. Because I'm definitely going to go over the 6-hour mark. Perfect timing, just as I'm getting near the end. Something like that happens. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine action spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet, here among you I stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus, instead, I do proffer my humble support. Be it unto the deepest abyss of the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Damn, Rion Janie's lingo dingo. Portugal. How come we're not having one with Sataru? Unless that'll be the end point once we spot all these. Ah, Jasix, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologise enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlian, I was truly torn, as ever there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I struck a bargain. I keep telling them, I keep saying you need to read up on this shit of how to be safe on the internet, but can't be bothered. Again, now that he's tapped that link, it's probably placed a fucking cookie into a dodgy cookie into his phone. It's probably nicked his banking information through the banking app or whatever. No idea. Again, I've never been in that situation. Someone hacked my Origin account years ago, but that's because they didn't have fucking two-factor authentication on back then. And the second they put that on, I put it on. Everything of mine has that sort of shit on, for that reason. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life. And no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. You did the right thing. It is a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again I've been made to feel wholly inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Baldesi. Through our work, Charlian will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika, and our other remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel allured for the task itself. Marvellous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until then, I shall endeavour to become a more dependable comrade. Do 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 do. Hello? Tickle attack! If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. You talk as if the Scion's dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Emmerich hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as guardsman in the Imperium district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Nanny? Some days ago, a Harnish envoy arrived with word from Vitra. The worm requested my presence as soon as things are settled down. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but pertains to dragons like as not. In Thavnir, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Meteon. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Sharlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vitra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlayan if they wish to work and study. Vitra was always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favourably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but it's clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vitra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard's summer didn't give up. In hope, he made the journey to distant Aetheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. And in my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Do 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 da 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 da. No music for Graha? Just the normal music? Ah, Jasix. Might you have a moment to talk? Never mind, I'm just going to put him on now. With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavours I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryl, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldesi. Not only am I indebted to Master Garleth for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become caretaker of the tower, never become a scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorstep. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you unto the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicron when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams, in the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavour. It needn't be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought. I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows? Perhaps we will ever even encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. Jinx? After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveller awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone. What was that? And with that partner, find new purpose, a new dream. Or if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word. And should a commission of interest come my way, you'll be the first to know. I'd speak to everyone else. Should I speak to everyone else? Fuck it. I still remember the day we sparred together, as though it were yesterday. To think how far we've all come since then. Even now I've not abandoned my dream of besting you in single combat. Of a friendly nature, of course. Though I clearly do not hold a candle to the warrior of light at present, I shall continue to train diligently that one day you might consider me an equal. Far too much blood has been spilt, and far too much lives lost. Still, I'm glad I was able to do something to repay those who showed me the path to the future. Not that our job is over, of course, far from it. There is much that remains to be done before true and lasting peace can be achieved. To that end, Ori and I mean to set off for Corvus. We expect that the tensions between the Garleans and the Corvusi will only flare more with the Empire's fall. But the Garleans... Any? I'm so glad I was able to be here this moment. You know, I considered continuing to follow in Hori's footsteps, but I've realized it's time I found my own way in life. Otherwise, I'll never be half the man my brother is. First things first, I'm going to head to Gridania and visit the Conjurers Guild and the Archers Guild. I will do my very best to brush up on my skills before I see you again. We may have accomplished our goal and put it behind us, but my time with the Scions provided memories that will last me a lifetime. What place to think I was blessed with a chance to experience such unbridled brotherly love. But now that Archer has decided to set off without his dear brother, without the two of them together, I fear I might suffer withdrawal. I'm glad the danger has passed. There was nothing I could do but pray from here. So I was relieved to the point of tears when everyone made it back safely. I imagine we'll have more free time now, so I was thinking I'd study up on healing magic, that I could make myself more useful in the future. My first stop will be the Astrolosium in Ishgard to learn about Sharlayan astrology. I must follow Archer's lead and continue to hone my skills. I could still scarce believe our battle extended to the ends of creation, but seeing the Scion's mission to completion was both an honour and a privilege. As for myself, I've spent quite a while away from home, so I think I'll return to Limsa Lominsa. And once I get there, my first order of business will be downing a pint or three at the Drowning Wench. The exploits you and your companions are truly an inspiration to us all. I have never felt more compelled to hone my own skills that one day I might be able to accomplish such heroic deeds. Argumith means to visit Limsa Lominsa, and I will join him and continue my search. I know not when we will meet again, but please, take care of yourself. What happens if I go into the Solar? Maybe that's where we're going to go at the end. It's a shame the Scions are disbanding, even if only in name. I still fondly recall the day you granted me my uniform. The memory remains vivid, yet it feels like a lifetime ago. I considered returning to the Adder's Nest, but since I've come this far, I've decided I ought to continue my journey and venture to Garlemald instead. I can't hold a candle to the infamous Wandering Minstrel, but I thought I might share with the Garleans a tale of your epic deeds. Extend to them an olive branch of song, if you will. A lot of reading. You were but an amateur adventurer when we first met. But look at you now. You've grown into quite the fine young lad. Just as I always knew you would. One might say I ought to settle down in my old age, but seeing you now has set my adventurous spirit ablaze once more. But the first journey I set out upon will be a long-awaited hot spring tour with my dear friend, Homi. There's been naught but chaos in since the Tlothroi first appeared. Towers, lunar primals, the Empire, the final days. Yet we've weathered it all and lived to see the sun rise on a new day. And now that peace has returned, I can finally resume my travels with my grandfather. Perhaps we will go first to Kugania, to relax, Valkaisen, hot springs. That might be nice. Of course, my journey will not simply be for pleasure. I will collect information on the territories I travel. Perhaps I shall visit Synaxia via Doma. Arenvald has pressing matters according to him anyway. But he couldn't be here to witness the momentous occasion, or he bids me tell you congratulations. As for me, well, once the scions disband, I intend to resume my work in Ralgar's Reach. I suppose Ironvald will need support in Geir Barnier too, or he would not admit it as much. Well, he will have my help whether he wants it or not. Rial, my man. Feels a little strange now, me link pearl's gone quiet. Since my unique skills are no longer needed for the safety of the star and all that, I'm going to become an adventurer like you, travelling far and wide. I imagine I'll start by heading to Mericidia, or the New World. Just need to find myself a ship first. I think that's everyone. Ah, Jasix, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he's been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavour to write as often as I am able. Didn't you say that was your last one? Oh, it was his last one of officially being from the Scions. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Sharlayan. Both Alize and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. Why doesn't Gaius step in? I don't know. Like, we will rejoin those members of the Ilsabard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort, with the support of our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the Tempered across the lands. As you misunderstand, do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. That was the mother and daughter that were met in Garlemald. They ended up dying. They didn't trust her and they ran away. And they ended up getting killed. Nay, we go because the truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in their relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them to begin anew. I'll visit when I can. By all means, full glad would I be for your visit, and I believe I speak for Alize as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me, in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing, and will continue to do so. Yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you, in good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Thank you, Jasix, from the bottom of my heart. And the last one. Jasix, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. Wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway through my destination. To my destination. Oh, in case you hadn't heard, we've received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first begun to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. We also heard reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the Northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlian too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capabilities of each nation to handle on their own. The Scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Althenor. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier though. I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of your many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere, trying my very best. I look forward to hearing all about the legendary Alizé Levelure. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said, the next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved. So don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. And finally, spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. Just kick them out. Hang on. We're not going to have one last glimpse at the old meeting room? So I was like, now get out! I've got a business to run. Did I do? I think I did that on this character. I think. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well. Ah, right, so you get them at the very end. Reaching across time and space, the sound of this horn brings Argos bounding to your side. Come on, you know who this hero is. Using the item require wind up Helios. Meanwhile,
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania, there is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Sharlayan before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
I want to. You're not going anywhere. Quick, lock them in the basement.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge his plans.
I'm going on an adventure. Yay!
Quite right.
Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Ah! So she's still here amongst her. Finn! Question mark? Yet stand tall, my friends, our journey will never end. Hello.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
Yes, and this is the raid.
And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as he foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium.
Yeah, it's the raid.
Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Who are you? Hiccup. You've completed the main scenario Endwalker. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Old Sharvie. Huh? This year we now enter the data Westworld Champion of the Theris for many and more adventure ways. What? There's what's this like extra content in Sharlian? Is it anything like major? It's all over. It's all true. Are there anything like major to story or just 2 dungeons? Oh, there's quite a lot of stuff popped here. I wandered Sharlian as a wandering minstrel. Yoshi P. A hunt for the ages. Where no Loperit has gone before. The crystal from beyond. Cutting the cheese. Interessante. But yeah, otherwise, any of these quests... I mean, I'm gonna do the raid, obviously, as well. But that's the end of Endwalker. I'm going to call that there. I've gone over 6 hours, so I'm going to have to cut this video in half. I can't believe it's over. Man, I really enjoyed it. It's been a long path. 2010 to 2021. Well, pretty much 2022 now. And this storyline's finally come to an end. I can't believe it. Yeah, I hope he's enjoyed it. Obviously, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to me routine of just streaming on the weekends, and even then, it won't be every weekend. So, heads up. Obviously, I've just been playing this every day because it's Final 14. I want to play it and enjoy every bit of it. I'm still going to do the raids and what have you, but like I said, that'll just be on the weekends going forward. I will be going back to playing Bloodborne with Koos as well. Because we're messing about on that, doing a co-op run just for shits and giggles. But yeah, hope he's enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm curious where the story's going to go next. Obviously, we know about the New World and all those other places that were mentioned. So I'm guessing we'll be heading to those places. Is it going to be a whole new cast of people going forward? Because obviously everyone in the Scions is going their separate ways, but you know they've said if you need, we'll call on with. But is that going to be the case, or is it going to be me just getting on a boat, going to the New World, and meeting a whole new cast of people and starting a whole new life of adventure. Yeah, nobody died. From the Scions. Holy shit. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you watched on YouTube, hope you enjoyed as well. I'm going to have to cut this VOD in half because I'll try exporting the video as it is, but if it gets flagged, I'll cut it in half. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all again next weekend, because, yeah, on the weekend. So, have a good one, guys. Peace.